Good evening. Let's start this look at the world weather in Australia, because as well as the wildfire smoke that we've been seeing in some parts, this is near Victoria in southern Australia. We've got blowing dust, and that's been because of the strength of the northerly winds and how dry it is. And of course, the heat has been almost record breaking, just over 40 degrees around the Melbourne area on Thursday, dropping significantly, only the high teens on Friday. With that drop in temperature, though, the potential for thunderstorms, which could spark some further wildfires. But we are losing that strong northerly wind and that heat is abating. So two bits of good news. But unfortunately, I think the wildfire risk will remain pretty high, very high, in fact, because the heat then builds in and it's dry. It's still dry there with high pressure, very little rain around except from those showers or thunderstorms. Now, we've had one storm affecting parts of Luzon in the Philippines moving out into the South China Sea, but the other one, which is a severe tropical storm, is heading its way close to Taiwan and then into the southern Japanese islands. So a lot of rainfall and strong wind, very strong winds to come for this part of the world as well. We'll be keeping an close eye on that. So some of the city forecasts just indicating that weather system, that storm flirting with some parts of Japan in the coming few days. Drier though through Korea, but also for Taipei, that wet weather. Now, we've had some very cold weather across central parts of Asia. That's heading across Pakistan, Afghanistan into Jammu Kashmir. We could have significant snow, fairly low levels and a high avalanche risk. We've also seen a critical fire risk across central and northern parts of California on Thursday because of the strong winds. They're still with us, high pressure still with us, dry air as we go into Friday. But the moisture further south is now migrating its way eastwards. So we've seen some flash flooding, we've seen large hail in LA, all that weather systems trundling eastwards into the cold air. There will be some further snowfall, even across the southern and central plains, I think, through Thursday into Friday. So yes, it will feel like winter for some. For San Francisco, though, we've got some sunshine coming through. As I say, though, that wildfire risk high here. Here's that rain arriving in Atlanta and Washington as that weather system migrates eastwards. Closer to home, it's more, unfortunately, of the same for many southern and western parts of Europe. So again, parts of Spain, Portugal, snow for the higher ground, really large waves being battered onto the shores around the Bay of Biscay, heavy rains across southern France, snow across the Alpine regions, and that low pressure moves into the Mediterranean for the weekend, and we could potentially have some more issues with flooding in Venice with strong southerly winds and another 100 to 200 millimetres of rain forecast across the western side of the Alps. Remains really cold, though, further north and east. It's that cold air that's blocking the passage of these weather systems. So yes, more rain due for the UK more widely as well in the coming few days. Tom has more on that later.